Hello, folks. It's going to be a shorter stream today. I don't have a whole lot of time, but I wanted to do a little work on Moddington. Now, first off, a couple of mods had updates, so I want to see what that's done. And second, I've noticed that Moddington has a bit of a traffic problem. So let's take a look. And we're loading. Come on. Okay, there's the circles. There you go. Okay, so what I have noticed is, and you know, I've tried to find ways to alleviate it, but and partly it's people moving in, partly it's let's see, yeah, we've got the Doe family moving in. Biff Doe, not Biffa, just Biff. So we've got people moving in, and that's good. But traffic is getting kinda a bit. You know, it's getting to be a little bit difficult for folks, and I want to do something about that. And I've been putting in, you know, overhead pedestrian crossings to help folks out, and I think that's helped some. I mean, at least it gives people a way to avoid traffic if it's useful to where they're going. I want to name that high school. Not a very creative name, but since it's the only one now, I'm going to call it Moddington High School. Sorry, nose itched. Sometimes your nose just itches. Anyway, okay, where were we? Traffic, yeah. So I am thinking that part of our traffic problem is a whole lot of things end up needing to go through rather few places. Okay, this still needs a little smoothing out because it looks janky. I'll get around to that. But wow, that's a lot of stuff being stored. Okay. So I'm thinking another thing we need is we're going to need some mass transit. And we've got a few options for that. One solid option, of course, is we could put in buses. Now, there's something else we could do. And I'm kind of leaning in this other direction, so here's why. We also, with 2 points, since we've already unlocked trains anyway, could add trams. So, oh my lord. This is positively redonkulous. Okay, I think maybe one thing I need to do is change what schedule that light's on. What's advanced split phasing? Let's try it. Let's see if advanced has anything to do with traffic volume, because I mean, okay. Now part of the issue is it's back here that they're trying to get into the proper lane. Which we could do that a little sooner. But then just... Goodness, and that's a lot of taxis also. Okay, so let's see if that clears that out any. But then, or within town, I'm thinking, since a lot of our traffic is along a few major streets, one thing we could use is tram service along those streets. So one thing we could use for tram service to not cause a backup, since that'll eat a lane, is it would be all to the good if the street were 3 lanes instead of 2. So let's go in and get that, and we're going to need some points. These are points we would have needed to spend eventually anyway, because we'll definitely want to work on highways eventually. Now... I'm gonna lose some trees in the course of this. And I'm not exactly happy about that, but I think it's inevitable. I mean, I could go further in the other way and preserve these trees around this park, but I want there to be a buffer between this, what's going to be now a pretty major street, and having houses open right onto it. Well, I could just blow them up. I mean, if the idea is that I would have to blow them up, I could just choose to blow them. Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll need to go in there and make a node about here. In fact, I could use an alley for that. There we go. There we go. That's more like it. I don't see any specific need for you to go. Okay. So we'll have a little bit lower level of access. A little bit more road hierarchy. Opening out to preserve the park border trees, because that's what we did all this blowing up for. And now, this will eat into the forestry area a little bit, but they've got plenty of land. I'll give them some of it back. Oh, that curve doesn't fit anymore, does it? Okay. That's fine. Now we are clearly taking the, simulator magic estimate of how long this would take. Let's see. It's gonna take forever to nibble it out like that. I think what I'll need to do is pop these off and then just there we go. Now let's put what land we can back into forestry use. Okay, there it is. Yeah, okay. I still want to kind of wrap around with another forestry area, but that'll keep. Okay. I think I'm done tearing that up for now, so let's go ahead and let this run again. Okay. Now we get to the fun
You are
bits.
listening to Second Moon, the station for the cultural sophisticate who doesn't
So
feel
I'll
his study
lose
appeals to
a
the
little
more
bit.
challenging sphere of the classical genre. Let us move now from the musical page to the literary.
And I'll have to redo that
Here
front
we
strip
have
of
some
landscaping,
perfectly
but
anguishing
I can stand that
from
if
the
I have
listener.
to.
My dear Professor Hornbuckle, whereas I
Like
make no
that.
apology for my erudite, modesty demands that I prevaricate against the title. I am but a humble devotee of the form,
We've
and
got a
all
problem
my
back
expertise
here.
derives merely from a life devoted to the
Yeah, because that,
visual arts.
yeah,
Though
that
I do
has
thank you
nodes as
for the
close as
honor.
possible.
But I digest. To continue.
But
Professor Hornbuckle, as a traveler from my homeland, I long to hear a tune that speaks to the anguish of my road-weary soul. There now, my good fellow, chin up, as it were. No need to wallow in sediment.
sneezing my brains out.
Leave that to those poet chaps, eh? Here's a tune just for you, and I do hope it provides your aching spirit some modest desolation.
What now?
A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's right, Glenda. But
Okay.
apparently that's not all good news.
We
We're
need to
joined today by
start
an
from up
expert
here.
guest, Professor
Come
Nutwa.
out just a
Welcome,
little.
Professor.
Okay,
So a
that
housing shortage
works.
is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological reward structures, which are entirely apart from the actual rewards enjoyed. For
What? No.
example, consider capital.
What about a question, Professor? Is the housing shortage going to make me richer?
By certain metrics, perhaps yes, in the short term.
I like the sound of
But
that.
what we are discussing is the study of a statistical abstraction and its effect on the human.
Thank you, Professor.
It is a question of priorities.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is
I want
doing
to
well,
catch a
that
moment when
floats
there's
our
no one
boat.
There's no sinking this
actually
boat,
on
Glenda.
this part over here, because I don't know if that would make them fall through or not. Okay. Now I'm trying to catch a moment when there's no one on this piece. There we go. To blow that up. That looks really janky. Okay, they don't fall through immediately. And I feel really weird about having the human levitating. Let's try at least 6 1/4, right? Slope too steep. So I need to... Oh, I see. That dropped a bit down from 6 1/4. Okay. Guess I need to blow that up. So first, let's get that straight across. Then... let's get it back connected to things. Where'd the person... Oh. Oh my. What's gonna happen? It's a little bit off? Wow, okay, I should probably get the road under them, or get the path under them. I don't feel right about, you know, stranding them levitating. That's better, that's better. Let's work right. Okay, they're a little confused, but they didn't fall. Let's use a curve. Up. 7.5. Order down to 7 inches. Great, okay. Alright. Whoosh. And of course the traffic's confused. That's gonna happen. Okay, and we've got the same kind of thing there. And that's unincorporated territory. Okay, so we need to move these over. So there. technically I can pause it. Which side? Okay. Then over on this side. If I get it done before I unpause, they won't fall. Six and a quarter. Still sloping up on that side, right? Bring it up to 6 and a quarter. And then there you go. Okay, now let's put back in your fancy decorative bridge thing. And here too. Why not? The way I'm seeing it, what happened there? Oh, snapped in different. Let's fix that. Just straighten out the road a little. Just yes, I can see how that would be confusing to the people on the road at the time. Okay. Cemetery needs to move over just a scotch. Let's take off snapping. But make it end up right on the road. With just a little extra space at the side after the road expansion, because I'm thinking that will end up being a good place to put a row of trees. And that's probably as far that way as we need to expand the roads for now, but I am going to put them in all down this one. Yeah, I know. I hear you. But I do think the tram should come out to the school. Okay, so to move that back, I need to move this back. Oh, I don't want to wreck that. Maybe up to the next block from the school is close enough. Okay. I am thinking though that out here, I'm pretty sure I remember that being, yeah, no particular resources. And there's more traffic over here, so it won't be any trouble to get across this way for now. So I'm going to get the ability to put in a tram depot. Put that in over here. put in some trim track. I'm gonna put it straight onto the road. It's a spot of upgrading the roads. Oh, did I hit the wrong one? I did. 6-lane divided instead of there for turnips. Now I'm not seeing this actually as all one tram route. One thing.
Recent spikes in demand have led to temporary local shortages in the city's fresh water
Feel bad
supply.
about it,
The public should be aware that we are struggling to get the
but
situation
I
in
think
hand.
we also need
This
to
has
upgrade
been a
this
local
one.
public service announcement. Pending
Maybe not as
updates to
much
our
as the
power
other,
grid,
but I think
the
we need
city
a
will
tram
be
track along this
experiencing rolling
street.
blackouts. We urge the public to remain calm during these breaks in service and to
And
follow the
maybe to
guidelines on the
come
city's
up to
website
the
on how to plan
college
for these
too,
temporary
but
events. This
oh
has
wait,
been a local
maybe this would
public
be
service
better.
announcement.
Yeah, this would be
Has anyone seen
better.
my keys? My keys. What? We're in the air? Oh! Sorry about that. It's nothing important. I just lost my keys. I'm sure they'll turn up. They're for the brown
Okay, so
sedan
we need
parked outside the radio
straight
station.
upgrade
Oh, wait.
here.
Probably shouldn't have said that. If anyone finds them, please don't
Well,
steal my
let's
car.
start
I mean,
though with getting
the
a
old
route
Hornbuckle
going,
mobile,
and then we
please.
can add
Oh,
more
good.
stuff
Here
in
they are. Well,
afterward.
never mind then. Thank you for listening to Second Moon.
This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads, especially during rush hour.
Good to know, Jim. Seems like everyone is in a hurry to get somewhere fast. It's worth slowing down. And if you can,
Yeah, let's
plan
let 'em
your trip
shuffle themselves out.
outside the rush.
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather wait an hour in traffic than to have to start thinking about everything all the time. Besides, if I did that, I'd never get anywhere. We've recently been having what some are calling the worst kind of luck there is. That's right. Today, we are talking about the increased likelihood that you'll die.
That's not exactly what an increased death rate measures.
Either way, if everybody is dying, that gives me the creeps.
That's a wild overstatement. Are you trying to make people panic?
Did you say panic? She said panic. The death rate is skyrocketing. We've got to get out of here.
You go, I'll stay and clear up the mess. We'll be back after this.
Cool. Here too, yeah, I want one the middle of the street. I think it's much tidier. We only need the one over here. That's like an end of road type thing. Thinking. Let's just get a road going. So this one will kind of be for going to work. And it's a short enough one for now that I might not need to put it actually going both ways, but that's a temporary situation. So this one's like a simple loop that goes up the industrial area. And then I want one that's sort of for the school. Thing is stop here to make it easier for people to get to this one from on foot. You know, maybe it doesn't even need to come over here. Well, yeah, why not? I don't know. It'll be fine. Now I'm thinking this will be like a school tram. So I'll need to bring it in through here and then up to the campus. While I'm doing that, yeah, I'm gonna need to do some network work out here. Because this is going to be a more main street over here. Now, maybe a medium divided will be fine for this. Sorry. Oh, dang it. I should have done that on the other side. Well, no, because those would need to go anyway, because I'm trying to make this more arterial-ish. Or, I don't know, maybe a connector is the right word for it. Something that's not what you would usually build right up against. Let's lay down some tram track. Yeah, I probably didn't need to. Oh, sorry. Stop right here. So right here. And it seems like overkill, since people could walk up to the college from the other one, but it's kind of the point of this particular tram, you know? Stop. I need to go all the way up that thing. It's that neat. Here, yeah. Do not stops. Did I put... Yeah. I will undoubtedly add more stops to this line.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement. You're back with Second Moon Radio, your second musical home from home. So settle back in your chair, pour yourself a glass, and prepare for another hour of musical delight. Tonight we are doing a musical tour of Italia, land of art and culture. Que bon, as they say. And an aria inspired by the infamous Vivaldi shall be our guide.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it.
Okay,
No use
let's give
reminding
people
you.
a little time
Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
to try the tram. But meanwhile, we can start on improvements. So for example, I think there's probably something to the idea of if we put ground level tram access here too. Just a bit of a shortcut. There's the school tram out here, and I think it might be all to the good if the work tram comes down to a couple of these stops to pick people up to go to work. about town taxis. See, it doesn't quite know what to do. Let's just give it split phasing. With an exclusive pedestrian phase, and nobody can turn right from there? That's not right. Okay. Able to do everything, because that's just one lane. I'm gonna need to expand that. There's part of my problem right there. Okay. And now I don't have room all the way back. We can get some better lane math right here at the intersection. Oh, were people turning left so they could come back across? Because they wanted to go right? That's... wow, okay. Okay, so right needs to be an option from here, and straight ahead needs to be an option from here. And moving these from there. It's we'll figure out later what I messed up. Move sideways. Yeah, I think... Let's make this a right of lane math. Okay, better lane math. And let's go ahead over right here. And left or ahead of this one. Right here. Left or ahead here. And tram gonna tram. That's always true. Hey. Ah, that's right. We're getting our own in-town disposal services going. Forgot about that, but that's good. Slow that over a little bit. Okay. Let's do something with this mess out here also. Yeah, I left a mess last time. This was kind of a tricky project, though. And I'm not sure it's done. Does that get a lot of usage? No. That will be fine with one train instead of two. Looks like traffic is starting to process through, like it's not stacking up out on the interchange anymore. So that's an improvement. What the crap? No. Okay, let's make you left and ahead. And let's make you ahead and right. And there shall be no such thing as a U-turn.
You're listening to Second Moon, the station for the cultural sophisticate who doesn't fear extending their ears to the more challenging sphere of the classical genre. Let us move now from the musical page to the literary. Here we have some perfectly anguishing correspondence.
Now, speaking of lame,
My dear Professor Hornbuckle, whereas
I think I need
make
more than one
no
line through
apology
here.
for my erudite,
although I don't think I need
modesty
line
demands that
there.
I prevaricate against the title. I am but a humble devotee of the form, and all my expertise derives merely from a life devoted to the gentle arts. Though I do thank you for the honor. But I digest. To continue.
Let's blow up stuff.
Professor Hornbuckle, as a
All
traveler
over.
from my homeland, I long to hear a tune that speaks to the anguish of my road-weary soul. There now, my good fellow, chin up, as it were. No need to wallow in sediment. Leave that to those
Okay,
poet
already.
chaps, eh? Here's a tune
So
just for you,
let's
and I do
start
hope it
with
provides your
this.
aching spirit some modest desolation.
It's like
This just in from
best
traffic.
we
If
can.
you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads, especially during rush hour.
Good to know, Jim. Seems like everyone is in a hurry to get somewhere
Okay.
fast. It's worth slowing down.
How is it choosing
And
that?
if you can, plan your trip outside the rush.
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather wait an hour in traffic than to have to start thinking about everything all the time. Besides, if I did that, I'd never get anywhere. And on to our main feature story.
No,
The commercial
it's not
district is
transfer
booming
that
as
one.
the area is attracting
No,
more
right.
high-end stores,
That
bringing
works.
the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
Is that not redeveloping? Is it trying to develop from that street? That's not allowed. Let me be clear. There we go. There you go. You can do it. I believe in you. And maybe it's the same problem up here. Climate is still teeny tiny. Lot of unemployment. Ooh, 5% dropout rate. Might actually need the college library in this one. There, 2%. That'll help. Because, you know, we like people to get educated. We don't do the landfill figure, so that's why that's showing 0%. Processing ability is way above what we're producing, so that's all I need to know about that. Oh, just a minute. Hello? Hi? Okay. You mean City Skylines? All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. My dad called, and he is wanting to figure out if his computer will play the city's Skylines. I'm not sure. But it would be cool if it would.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
Slow down through here.
You're back with Second Moon Radio, your second musical home from home. So settle back in your chair, pour yourself a glass, and prepare for another hour of musical delight. Tonight we are doing a musical tour of Italia. Land of art and culture. Que bon, as they say. And an aria inspired by the infamous Vivaldi.
What is trying to do that it's
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda. This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads, especially during rush hour.
Good to know,
Well,
Jim.
what were you
Seems
waiting
like
for,
everyone's
dude?
in a hurry to get somewhere fast. It's worth slowing down. And if you can, plan your trip outside the rush.
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather wait an hour in traffic than to have to start thinking about everything all the time. Besides, if I did that, I'd never get anywhere.
Okay, now this right here, again, is bad lane math. I understand that. Yeah. Even though we don't technically need the track here, I think I need to add it for lane math purposes, or else... Scale this back down to a medium road. And of course, they're gonna freak out. But yeah, that might be the way for now. Where are you stopping for? Why aren't you going? Nothing is in your way. Why are you complaining about a traffic jam? Pedestrian face. Finally. Does this still have a left turn only phase? Let's try split phasing. Because if that was having a left turn only phase, and we were piling up both left and straight ahead people in that lane, that could explain some traffic pileups. And there's some not the best lane math right here. A U-turn probably is the most sensible use case for that, so I'm not going to change that manually, but I am going to widen this street so it's more than one lane each. That's gonna require blowing up stuff. This will be an unusually extensive blowing up operation. Because we'll have to start from at least there. That up so that I can see how far back I need to put it. Still ending up with some space on either side. Hey,
Hi.
welcome home.
Thanks. Time you want to leave?
Let me think. It starts at 5:30, right? So
I can't find any evidence of that, but I think so. I mean, online it just says 6, but
yeah, it's unpublished, so that the people who need it don't get like mobbed.
right. So you want to leave here at about
About 5.
45?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got my outfit. I'm gonna go look for my shorts and get changed and stuff. And yours is still in the dryer, I guess. Unless you've gotten it.
No. So yeah, it's still in there. No, just let me do it. Okay. Oh, I see what to do. Yeah, this will work. Oh, whoops, left somebody levitate. Let's see, 6 1/4. Oh, that's why I did that. Right. So what can we do about this now? want to be higher up? You can't. Sloped. That's the one. Might just not work. It's a shame. I liked it.
You're listening to Second Moon, the station for the cultural sophisticate who doesn't fear extending their ears to the more challenging sphere of the classical genre. Let's move now from the musical page to the literary. Here we have some perfectly anguishing correspondence from a listener. My dear Professor Hornbuckle, whereas I make no apology for my erudite, modesty demands that I prevaricate against the title. I am but a humble devotee of the form, and all my expertise derives merely from a life devoted to the gentle arts. Though I do thank you for the honor. But I digest. To continue. Professor Hornbuckle, as a traveler from my homeland, I long to hear a tune that speaks to the anguish of my road-weary soul. There now, my good fellow, chin up, as it were. No need to wallow in sediment. Leave that to those poet chaps, eh? Here's a tune just for you, and I do hope it provides your aching spirit some modest desolation.
Local stargazers are in for a real treat tonight, as the aurora borealis is expected to light up the night sky.
That's right, Jim. Don't forget to look up this evening. It promises to be quite a sight.
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident
Unemployment's
somewhere
going up a bit, isn't
in the
it?
city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
Wrong tool. Oh, we need a lot of cotton. Oh, we've got some more farmland over here that we hadn't done anything with. Don't we? Oh, no, it's all out there. I guess it's time to buy some more land. Is my population slipping back down? Well, I did knock out some cities. I mean, we had to do progress. That's quite the negative. No wonder they're wretched. I do think we need to buy that tile because it's starting to interfere with city growth. And it's thinking back from here, mark another some kind of a change between things. I'm not sure exactly what yet. First, there's something else out here that runs along with that. Yes.
This is an emergency broadcast to all citizens. Increasing areas of forests are being engulfed by flames. The thick smoke rising from the fire makes the air dangerous to breathe. Citizens are advised to vacate any premises near the fires and remain at a safe distance until emergency services manage to get the fires under control.
This is Second Moon with J. Thomas Hornbuckle. Before we dive into our next selection, I'd like to take a few memento moris to elaborate on the formal structure of the symphonic work. For our newer, less able listeners, First, we will be dancing through the al dente section before entering the slower largo movement finally, then savoring the vivacious anti-pasto movement. So, without further ado, let's raise the curtain and begin.
So I can do a little.
This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads, especially during rush hour.
Good to know, Jim. Seems like everyone is in a hurry to get somewhere fast. It's worth slowing down. And if you can, plan your trip outside the rush.
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather wait an hour in traffic than to have to start thinking about everything all the time. Besides, if I did that, I'd never get anywhere.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda.
Let's bring it back. A real campus wouldn't have to actually do such weird stuff, of course. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. I'm seeing... I mean, it's a cliche, but there's usually a tennis complex. So, let's unlock that. Let's get snapping. We're working on it. It's like something ought to go to it. That's not right. I guess I'll need to unlock large parks. Rooms overlooking the quad. Hey.
Stuff.
Stuff?
Put on.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
Oh, oh my. Oh, sure.
Set that stuff there. I've got the pins off this green table.
Okay. So here's our link. There you go. There. Okay, so yeah, up against the clock for other things I gotta go do. So yeah, that's it. This is City Skylines for just now. And I think I've made some progress though in the traffic situation. Got the trams up and running, got some lane math and intersection issues debugged. Gonna need to take another look at this over here. What's going? Oh, yeah. The problem with not having protected lefts is then they turn left any old time. So they're blocking them, who can't go until they go. And what the heck is that? I don't know. People, why? Okay, so that.